out. He'll be 5th in the Player of the Year race when all the dust settles. He's still in it, but 10 points behind Shota Yasuoka if he wants to go back-to-back. He secured level 5 for next year. A little work left to do to get level 6. Wow.
You have to make a trip to Grand Prix, New Jersey.
I'm sure he was planning that anyway. He gets $500 just for showing up. Why wouldn't he? But holy Bastien Perez. Congratulations to Bastien. He knew all the tricks. Had that red-green draft deck figured out and knew how to do it.
Yeah, wow. The only thing I saw standing in Bastien's way was Kenji Samura. I had him picked as my winner coming into the tournament before I saw him paired up with Kenji. I think we're going to be going to the Saito match right now.
Yeah, well, let's go watch the match between Tomohiro Saito and Jan Moritz Merkel.
What do you know about
who won
Merkel?
Who won the second game there? If they looks like they're tied at 1 apiece. So Saito just took the second game. They're shuffling up for game 3. Their best 3 out of 5 match has become a best 2 out of 3 match now.
This is
Saito apparently countered an Aaron Ephemeron as it was resolving.
the traditional
trademark
slap face.
Yes, Tomohiro Saito slaps himself in the face. His trademark. Saito, a member of Kajihara
Better than early
80.
in his career when he used to slap his opponents in the face.
How long did that last?
Not very long.
Saito, a member of Kajihara 80. So he won the last Pro Tour. He and his teammates took the title in Charleston, trying to go back-to-back here. That has been done by only one man in the history of the Pro Tour. Kai Buda pulled it off. No one else has ever won consecutive Pro Tours, but Tomohiro Saito is three matches away from doing exactly that. He's also 2 matches away from taking the lead in the Player of the Year race. A second-placed finish here would give him a tie for first in the Player of the Year race. Meanwhile, on the other side, you've got Cinderella. Jan Moritz Merkel is playing in his first Pro Tour ever. A German player from Hamburg, a fine city. Oh, do we have the draft viewer up already?
The draft viewer is up. If you would like to see what you would have done in Kenji Samura's seat for that draft, how you would have gone through that draft pick for pick, you can go to the website right now, and you're obviously on the website right now, and you can
see where these decks came from.
You can see how the draft's unfolded. You can see how Jan Moritz Merkel ended up with a spellless deck.
Is it spellless?
It's got 1 spell.
1 spell.
A near spellless deck.
Wow.
It's like when people call a deck monocolor, but it's actually got 1.
Yeah, sure.
Near spell.
So Tomohiro Saito and Jan Moritz Merkel have started the game. Pit Keeper traded with Ashcoat Bear, and now Merkel plays a Morph. Saito's deck is actually mono black.
Oh, he ended up going. How did he counter a spell?
I have no idea. Killed it, not countered it.
By counter, we meant vanish.
Mana Skimmer for Saito.
Mana Skimmer, and he's a little tight on mana right now.
Yeah, only the 3 lands for Merkel. Does have a Scrib Ranger, which can do a little bit. He's got Prodigal Sorcerer.
Oh, he's got Prodigal Sorcerer, Scrib Ranger. That's exciting.
Ooh, good times. Yeah, you're right. Next turn, he's going to be able to double ping the Mana Skimmer with the surprise Scrib Ranger.
And untap his tapped land.
Yep.
Assuming it's a forest.
Mana Skimmer comes in. Locks down the island. Makes sense.
Sure.
Depriving Merkel of blue mana for a turn. He got that Tim out just in time. Meanwhile, Saito's hand has some removal. He always stands his hand to the left. I don't just read them all by casting cost.
I have a hard time imagining Saito losing this, actually, looking at his hand.
Really?
Considering the way his mana is unfolded and the way Merkel's mana is unfolded, or not unfolded, remained folded.
All right, there's Tim on the Mana Skimmer. Here's the Scrib Ranger. Untapping Tim, down goes Mana Skimmer.
Now gets his island back.
Gets his island back, replays his forest. I mean, the board is totally Merkel's right now, right? It's got 3 non-land permanents to 0.
Got the Dark Withering on Saito's hand, which will shut off the 10. Makes that
Does he have
a lot less intimidating.
Does he have a Madness outlet?
Yeah, 6 mana.
6 mana.
You can discard it to 6 mana to kill a target non-black creature.
Well, that works. Merkel pretending he's got some trick here. Oh, he can pick up a forest and ping for 1, I guess.
Sort of a trick. Always interesting to see if that 1 point of damage ends up being the difference in the game.
Yeah. He top decked a forest, which meant that he actually did set himself back a turn. Although Call of the Herd, a perfectly fine turn.
Perfectly fine 2 turns, actually.
Yeah, no, this all works out for Merkel. Call of the Herd's so good against the black removal deck. It's like 2/3/3s. Saito's going to have to deal with each of them, right?
It's like a spider that can attack.
Right.
So, do we know what Edel's match score is, or game score is?
I think it's still 1-1. I don't think their 3rd game ended.
Okay. Certainly setting the stage for the Saito Edel rematch in the finals that we talked about. Now that Kenji's out of the picture, it seems like our headline attraction would be the Saito Edel rematch.
Oh, so Edel is actually up 2 games to 1. Yeah, let's go down to John Becker and try to get an update on Game 4. What's going on down there, Tom?
Mages of the Mirror just hit play, by the way.
A rock fight over here in the Willie Edel match. Willie looked like he was going to take it with 3 big guys on the board, but then Suzuki on consecutive turns cast Flame Maw Kavu and Bogarden Hellkite to clear Willie's board.
Wow.
Willie answered with Partic Dragon, which got into a fight with the Hellkite and won because of a thrill of the hunt.
Jeez.
And then Suzuki came back with the Ephemeron and a Deep Walker with 5 islands open, which subsequently ended up killing the Partic Dragon. So Willie had to throw a Disintegrate at the Ephemeron as they're just throwing their haymakers back and forth to each other, trying to get these last couple points in. It's like just all giant monsters and killer burn spells. And so far, it looks like there's going to be nothing on the board except for a Shambler, I think, after all the smoke was cleared right now. So it's about, all he told us about even, it's about 2-1. But a Cannonade just took out a guy, and it looks like the tide may have turned to Suzuki here.
Wow.
John, do you know if Suzuki ended up playing his Tolarian Sentinels?
He's got 1 on the board right now.
Okay.
But unfortunately, his Bogarden Hellkite and his Fire Maw are both in the bin. So I don't know what he can recur in his deck for effect. Oh, he put down the 7/7 guy and a scoop from Willie Edel. It's 2-2.
Wow. Takahiro Suzuki sends his match to Game 5.
Sounds like bare knuckles boxing over there.
Sure, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, we'll hold that Game 5. We'll go there next as soon as this game is over.
Okay, Merkel is...
Merkel flashes back his Call of the Herd, so he's got 2 elephants. He's got the Morph he's been attacking with the whole game, and that Scrib Ranger. He's got Saito down to 8.
But Saito has a Magus of the Mirror.
That does make things a little interesting.
See if he can get himself to 1 by the end of Merkel's next turn, switch life totals, and attack with a totem. That seems to be his his best answer here.
Is he on upkeep or is he drawn?
It's on upkeep.
Is he stinking during?
I know. I think he's drawn already.
Yeah. Okay. So he did not. He elected not to do the Magus this turn. What is that?
Premature Burial on the Call of the Herd, flashback Call of the Herd token.
Sure.
Of course, he could also just use the Magus of the Mirror to kill a Call of the Herd token. He could always just block.
So Saito down to 8.
He also has a lot of mana that he can just sacrifice if he blocks something with his totem.
Yeah, no, totem is very relevant here, definitely.